Kill them. Buju.
Buju the unread right love them bad. Without y'all beginning, our kind of fool we woulda had.
And when me see them, me glad. Miles upon miles, I am ready for Chad. Can't tired.
I don't know what them have. I come me to steal, so them have man to trap.
That's why enough we have. Me friend, so much girls in a fury catalog.
Oh yes, I see.
Girls around me.
In abundance, let me a go do ugly and pretty titty.
What a audacity, one for red rat and one for Buju.
Everywhere I see a man a draw down.
I know bet nah get none.
What am I see them a run come.
I guess no, it's time to have fun.
The unread right love them hard. Without y'all beginning, what kind of fun we have?
And when you see them, me glad. Miles upon miles, I am ready for Chad. Can't tired.
I don't know what them have. I come me to steal, so them have man a trap.
That's why enough we have. Me friend, so much girls in a fury catalog.
It no matter the amount.
Give them space.
No man alone.
Be a woman face.
Love up all princess.
Goodness grace.
Well, every woman want a man who possesses.
See the girl them a slide up the line and a wind there.
All right, guys, welcome. It's Wednesday and welcome to the Raw Blaze Show. Yes, sorry, guys, I'm late today. I had a little bit of fender bender situation going on, and yeah, people are crazy out there, guys. I want to say, be careful being on the road because there is so little patience on the road. I'm not gonna say these days because it's always been like that, but even more so. Be careful on the road out there, and just look out as my mother always told me a long time ago that when you're driving for yourself and you're driving for others. And when I was young, that didn't make sense. But as I grew older, I realized just how, appropriate that was. Welcome. Today is Wednesday. I think it's the 29th. Let me see, 27, 28, 29. Today is the 30th of March, 2022. And you're here live on the Raul Blaze Show with me, your host, Raul Blaze, on Streaming Hub Radio here in Sunrise, Florida. And but we broadcast to people all around the world. We have listeners from Europe, from Africa, from South America, of course, from Yard and here in the States, so Canada, everywhere. So welcome to you wherever you are geographically. Let me try to connect with my friends online right here on the app because Streaming Hub, we are on every single platform you can think of. So I have my people on Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify, on the app, on Facebook, on Twitter, on anywhere you can think of, we are there. So if you can't find us here on the platform you're using, please find us somewhere else. And I also want to say, so big up to people in all those places geographically and virtually. And I want to big up I want to big up More Fire teas and blends, smoke blends, because that's what keeps me cool on the show. Now, let me start off by saying this. I'm going to have three wonderful guests here today. I'm going to have someone in the music industry in terms of the management business. I'm going to have someone who was in the music industry formerly as a dancer, but then she went into artist management and cosmetics and beauty. And also, I'm going to have a up-and-coming Jamaican artist. So we have a full female show today. Ladies run things, of course. But I want to talk about start off by the fight with the Petersfield High School girls. School fights aren't anything new. People have been fighting a long time, even before we had social media and access to information and in live time. School fights have always been going on, but recently the viciousness that is coming to our attention is cause for concern. I always tell people that unfortunately we don't. I'm appalled, and I'm very disappointed that there isn't more attention given to this. There are two things I think that we don't pay attention to, whether it's corporate Jamaica, individuals, and the government. One, crime and violence. Yes, we speak about crime and violence, but as people on social media, we spend our time doing things which are trendy. And if you do a video about things you can actually do to help curb crime and violence, it will not go virtual because it's not cool. Talking about crime is talking about what happened, talking about a death of someone, talking about a murder is trendy and cool. But talking about how to solve them isn't cool. It's not trendy. We need to make addressing crime and violence a trendy thing. But before I go to that, let me talk about the fight. It is very unfortunate that you can send your child to school and your child may not return from school because there was a fight in terms of someone using an object to kill your child. It is very, very sad that that's where we are. Even if we have been there before, we're talking about now. It's very sad that's where we are. You can send your child to school and your child doesn't come back or comes back in a body bag, and we have to do something about this. We can't just stand and comment, oh, there was a fight at this school, this man gets stabbed, and then 2 days we move on, and we have to do something. We make a lot of noise, you know. Jamaicans, we are known for making noise. We make a lot of noise, but we not act. We act on the things that when are relevant. When it comes to problem solving, to get on, get on power knee and scrub. You understand? And work together towards the issues under, the issues in our society that needs to be addressed. We not work on them, we work on trends and noise, but where are we in terms of talking about the issues that are overwhelmingly popular? You understand? We have a projection of violence. We're a violent society. We praise violence. You understand? I'm sure people might say you heard this before. Yes, but we need to do something about it. You understand? We can't have kids that go to school and I get stabbed up. You understand? We need to go back to the days where we have PALS program, Peace and Love in Schools. And if that is too idealistic for people, we need to have conflict resolution and let it be seen as something that is very, very important, because we have evolved enough now to not think that fighting and violence is cool, That is very, very old to say, yo, if me not thump down somebody, then me not stab up somebody, me not cool. That is very barbaric. You're an animal. We, at this stage of human civilization, supposed to know how to resolve things without killing somebody or stabbing someone. It should be normal. We are intelligent people. We're intelligent creatures, But unfortunately, we aren't there yet, but we need to talk about it. We can't just live. We can't just keep on a talk about these things whenever they happen. Whenever a child dies in a fight in school, we talk about it and move on. What are we going to do about it? What will we do about it as a country, as a group, as corporate Jamaica, as the government of Jamaica, as people on social media? I post these things all the while, but of course they're not going to get the attention that other things get because they're not trendy, But it's our responsibility. If we want our nation to get better in any regard, it is up to us. We can't wait for nobody to solve these problems. If we want a better society, we have to work for a better society. You understand? And people are watching on Instagram. Let me know how you feel, Let me know. And whenever I talk about things, I wish there was more conversation. I say I have a comment section here on Instagram, and no one has even commented or given a comment on this. So the discourse in this isn't even there. The appetite for this conversation isn't even there, first of all, But anyway, we're gonna get into my guests when I come back from my first break, and I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about crime and violence, and also traffic safety. Okay, so stay tuned with me on Rob Blaze Show. Please share this live with someone. Okay, stay right there. All right, don't go nowhere.
Welcome from Jamaica in a little tin called Tasty Cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called Tasty Cheese. Can't stay at home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if we not have tasty cheese. Easter I come, me have to have tasty cheese. Family I link up, me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, when I little vibe with the sound, I little vibe. When I little vibe and thing, yeah. All our vibes with the family this Easter with Tasty Cheese.
Del Montano, Dexter Daps, Casper Band, Spice,
and Ding Dong Ravers.
The greatest Caribbean lineup ever.
July 15th, 16th, and 17th. Featuring Marshall Montano, Casper Band, Dexter Daps, Spice, and Ding Dong Ravers.
The vacation of vacations. All inclusive. Prices go up every week. Book now at brtweekend.com. That's brtweekend.com.
Our family and friends are a big part of who we are. They are our biggest supporters and confidants, and our source of bellyfuls of laughter.
And when it comes to keeping you connected, Western Union is here to make it safer and easier with their digital services. Now your family and friends overseas can send you money without leaving home by using the Western Union app or westernunion.com. Just visit gkmsonline.com to register and share your banking details with your sender to start receiving funds directly to your bank account, so you don't have to leave home to collect. Grace Kennedy Money Services, home of Bill Express, FX Trader, and Western Union, doing our part to help you stay safe. And
your daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. Morfire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider, ready to fit into your routine. Morfire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with Morfire. Morfire, enhance your daily ritual with intent.
Good evening, welcome back. If you're just joining me, you're on the Raul Blaze Show here on Streaming Hub Radio. I want to welcome my guests on Instagram, on the app, and on YouTube, on Spotify, and all the areas you're listening from. Before going to my break, I was talking about the just all the news of fights, you know, so many school fights, and sending your child to school for your child to come back home. Well, that's our Jamaican, for your child come back home dead. The fact that someone can go to school and lose his or her life due to a fight is very sad. And we need to do issues. I did a program when I just began. I did a program on basically I did some research on how communities and governments and people in social media and private organizations can put forward an anti-crime, anti-violence, how to reduce this. I did 10 points, of course, and I did a video on it. Of course, it didn't go anywhere because, as I said before, we are more focused on trending things. We are more focused on whenever something happens, we go to the street and we ball. Then 2 days later, it go dead. Then we not talk about it again. Then it happen again, they'll make noise, but no one is actually doing something about it. I get the police is trying. The police is trying to solve things, but we need to prevent before we solve. Another thing we need to talk about is road safety. We don't think about road safety enough in Jamaica. We don't talk about it. Road safety, accidents is a huge killer in Jamaica, and the way people die in accidents is just sad. You know, it's just graphic, and we have a culture of speeding. You know, because when you're going to school or when you're going on an outing, it's how fast your driver can drive. That is the cool thing. And now, as I've become an adult now, and looking back at some of the trips I've taken, with a school trip or outing, as we call it, you're taking bus from Mapen, from Mapen to Spanish Town, or from Mapen to Town. In time, I was young traveling to school. I'm just looking back and see how many accidents I could have been in because of the recklessness. You understand? But that is a cool thing. If you're in a vehicle and it's not overtaking people, not go on for the vehicle, and if someone should say, hey, I want to get out of the car, the person might not seem very cool. All right, now, and lastly, before my guests join me today, I want to talk about this incident. I don't know if you guys knew about this. There's this 14-year-old young man who died in Orlando on a ride. Good evening, Weens. I see you. Big up yourself from Atlanta. He died on a ride in Orlando. Now, it is one of those rides where you go up and you come back down like this, you know. For those who can't see my hand, is, you know, the rides where you go up and you come back down slowly. But they're saying that, first of all, I've seen the pictures of him on, you know, whenever before the ride starts, they show pictures of the people on the ride. No, you could see that he wasn't harnessed properly. And afterwards, afterthought, when they're talking about the measurements of the person, they're saying that you can't be over 280 pounds, and it shows your height. This kid was 14 years old. However, he's 14 years old, but he and I are on the same height. He's 6'5". Yeah, son. I'm a 14, but me and him are the same height. He's 6'5", and he's 340 pounds. So people should have looked at it and realize that this young man should not have been in that ride in the first place. Welcome to those joining on Instagram. Welcome to those on YouTube. If you are 6'5" and 340, you shouldn't be in a ride for say 6 foot and 280. So I think the harness got loosened while it was there, and he fell. I don't like rides. I don't go on rides. No. I'm not gonna waste my money to go to any amusement park because I will not go. That's my biggest fear. Me now go on one. I went to King's Domain. I think it's King's Domain. I don't know if anybody here is from the DMV area. When I lived in the DMV area, I went to a place called King's Domain. And let me tell you, when we go up on a ride where I think it's the one where you stand up, but when you go down, you feel like your foot will touch the ground, and I went on that one ride, and from then I pay a teacup me going and go up on horsey. Cause King's Domain, yeah, thank you, King's Domain. I do not do rides. I do not do amusement park rides because first of all, no, it is not for me. Some people love the thrill, but just the possibility of something happening to me, I don't see it worth risking my life. But big up to the people who love them type of thrill, but that's not for me. So he wasn't harnessed properly. He was 6'5", even though he was 40. I'm trying to imagine a 14-year-old being my height. You understand? I'm trying to imagine a 14-year-old being my height, but we can't think of it, and he's 340. So a lot of blessings to his family, and I hope them take them time and heal. It's gonna be hard, but I wish that people learn from this, and I hope that they make sure that before you put somebody in a ride like that, make sure that all the precautions are there. Anthony, bless up Raw Blaze. I don't do the right thing. Big up Anthony from Jamaica wins. I used to like rides, not anymore. Them get too crazy with them, of course. Anthony, me no madman figure on them ride there, and wins or maybe yes, I'm not gonna go on those rides. It's not for me. So Instagram and YouTube, what do you think? Do you go on? Do you do rides? Do you go to amusement park? Instagram and YouTube. Do you do amusement park rides? Do you go on rides? What do you think about them? What's your favorite ride? Yeah, I keep on whenever every time I come on the show and I realize that Instagram is the quietest, it's always shocked me because Instagram is kind of where I got my start from. Instagram is where I started doing my videos maybe in 2016 or 17, and I built myself slowly. And over the years I've built a type of a fan base per se. And when it comes to my videos, I get a lot of comments on them. But whenever it comes to like here, people watching the show, like people on Instagram just go silent. I mean, I don't know if I don't know if it's being shy, but there's something to be shy about. You can give a little opinion. Nothing gonna happen to you if me say, hey, you like rides? Oh yes or no, man. Why? Nothing gonna happen if you share your thoughts with me. I would love if you share your thoughts with me. I hate sitting here and talking to myself. It's boring talking to yourself, for those who ever talked to yourself before, unless are some vibe talk. So if you're joining me, I would love if you could have a conversation, because this show isn't meant for me, it's meant for you. Actually, this is what the Raw Blaze show is just like the Raw Blaze on Instagram. You have the opportunity to talk to me directly, and that is why I have YouTube and Instagram and the app, because I want my people who support me to talk to me directly. I do not want to ask a question and everybody sample up on me like this on Instagram. You understand? So please say something, participate, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. And thing. Anthony say, Philip from United Kingdom say, Raw Blaze, good evening. I'm afraid of all ride up in the air. Yes, I will not go on any ride in the air either. Bacchanal Sauce says immediately no. All right. And Casey Sauce said last time I go in the bush gardens, my eyes them closed the whole time. Listen, when me first from me go on a ride, the first thing I say, "Woy, me just that bad woy." What about you on YouTube? What do you think? Do you do rides? Do you do amusement park rides? Right? And before I spoke about rides, the two things I spoke about was before about the type of just hearing about all these fights. We in school and thing. So I went to Glenmuir High School, and if for those who know anything about Glenmuir High School, when I heard about fights in other schools, they seem so exciting because if when a fight happens at Glenmuir, that fight remains is the talk of the town for about a year or so, because we never have a lot of fight. So my understanding of school fights is very ignorant to it, because my school, and maybe because about the caliber of school I went to, and no shade or anything, because when you go to like a Glenmuir or like a Manchester or like a Campion or one of them school, you don't get to experience the same type of culture where you say fight go on every day. I'm not used to it, but no, primary school different. You understand? But when I hear about these on the news, not the extreme where someone dies, but when I hear about fights at school and my friends will tell me, I realize that this is a very common thing, and I just hope that we find a way to curb crime and violence, because once it starts young, it's hard to take away from then. So we have to try to find a way to have conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is a thing. You know, have a fight, we not have a fight, and matter of fact, animals, we are supposed to fight when there's no other means, right? Just like a snake doesn't want to use don't want to use its venom. You see, a snake would rather run from you rather than use its venom, because we retreat. We retreat, but as human beings, we are blessed with intelligence and speech and conscience to know that if someone does something, I can rationally walk away, or I can rationally give my point of view, or I can rationally choose not to get myself in a position where I can harm someone, or someone can harm me. Fighting is the first instinct you have. You're actually going backwards, because fighting not make you, fighting not make you better than fighting not show so you're stronger than nobody. Are you? Fighting is a sign of lack of intelligence, in my point of view. If you have to fight, you have to fight, but you don't always have to fight. All right. I think it's normal for people to disagree and eventually fight. I just don't see how it go from fight to stab and shoot. Just take the bra into the bush. Take the bra into and hush. Yeah, I don't think it's normal to fight. I guess you're talking about fighting as in conversation, but I don't think it should be. I don't think fighting should be normalized. Because in fighting, because you made a good point about shooting and stabbing. But when you're fighting, you're not going to think rationally to say, hey, there's a piece of glass over there, I'm not going to use it to stab the person. No, if you're fighting and you're losing, you're going to grab the closest thing to you and give them a piece of collateralization. You understand? So first of all, you have to make the rational decision not to fight, because once you start fight and the adrenaline kick in, you're going to just want to just go for the kill. So we have to resolve things first. We have to be able to talk and communicate, Yes. So we are going to go for our break, and then we will be back. We'll be back here with my guests, and stay tuned. Do not go anywhere, and share this live with your friends and family. Yes, collateralization.
Welcome from Jamaica, in a little tin called Tasty Cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called Tasty Cheese. Can't stay home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a body if we not have tasty cheese. Easter, I come me have to have tasty cheese. Family, I link up me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe with the sound, all a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All our vibes with the family this Easter with Tasty Cheese.
Florida, get ready. March 27, New Rules. Miramar Amphitheater. Performance by Alkaline. Live. Gotcha.
performing live. Alkaline. That's right, Alkaline performing live for New Rules Miami. Alkaline. That's right, Alkaline performing live for New Rules Miami. Also performing live, Wayne Wonder and Cranium. Performing live Sunday, March 27, 2022. New Rules Miami featuring Alkaline, Wayne Wonder, and Cranium. Performing live. Doors open 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Taking place at the Miramar Regional Park, 16801 Miramar Parkway in Miramar, Florida. Book your tickets now at newrulesfest.com.
Your daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. More Fire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. More Fire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with More Fire. More Fire, enhance your daily ritual with intent.
This is an emergency broadcast. Turn off all bad radio stations and tune into the realest hip-hop, reggae, and R&B. DIHUBB. www.streaminghubbradio.com.
You know you can call me if you need someone. I'll pick up the pieces if you come undone.
You're surely playing it.
Painting stars up on your ceiling, cause you wish that you could find some feeling, yeah. You know you could call me if you need someone. I need you to hold on. Heaven is a place not too far away.
All right, I need you to hold on with me right here because I will be having guests here at the Raw Blaze Show today. On Wednesday. We will be having Witty Wednesday next week. No Witty Wednesdays for this week. We'll be having some guests in the business. We'll be having Spiky, Christine Malvasio, who is the founder and CEO of New Kingdom Production. We'll be also having Cher Luxury. Remember Cher? Cher, she was dancehall queen before, but now she's in the business of cosmetics and even event planning. And of course, we're gonna have our third female today, who was Nick Taylor, up and coming artist in Jamaica. So we have a full female show, and I love it. Now we are talking about avoid. You can call us now. Tell me what drop some of the comments in the comment section of what do you think are some of the ways to prevent a fight. What are some of the things we need to be doing in schools to prevent fight, to prevent not just school but the entire society. What are some of the things that we can implement? You understand? I want to talk about things which are sustainable and people don't forget about. Coming like a fact say we going to talk about. And it's always in the news. Every day you have one news of somebody who did murder, but we keep on a face. And this is one thing. People on social media love. Every time I suggested this a couple times ago, and people jump me down and cuss me off all the while. But I think, right? The attention we paid to vaccination, right? The amount of effort we put into whether the vaccine real or not real, or who get vaccine or not get vaccine. You are allowed to speak about anything you want. You understand? It's a free space. But I did a video once where I say, well, the whole vaccine thing is kind of new, but new and COVID killing people. But you know what has been killing people in Jamaica for a very, 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 very long time? Crime and violence or murder rate. And I said that if we gave 10% of the attention, you understand, and the focus on social media that we gave to vaccine, if we gave 10% of that, for you argue and get angry about the murder rate, things will be much, much better because people react to these things, you know. The debate on whether the vaccine real or who get vaccine or unvaccinated thing, that thing was every single member of the society was involved and under the auspices of okay, we care about the lives of our Jamaican, but we have murder rate, murder. One of the biggest takers of life in Jamaica. We not give it all. No, it can't get that attention because it's not trendy. You know, we can focus on more than one thing once. But the level of the murder rate we have has been there for a long time, but it's not trendy. People now gonna talk about it. We're now gonna get angry collectively as a country about it. Why not? Why not? You understand? It's scary. It's scary to think that a country of our size has that level of crime and violence. Our paradise country. But we can do something to solve it. You know? We can do something to solve it apart from talking about it when it's hot. Let's talk about it all the time. Let's start a national program involving every sector in society, every single school, every community center, every artist, every social media personality have this program where we do an anti-crime and violence campaign. You understand? And the artists them have to involved because boy, when you listen to some of them song here, there's this big debate whenever you talk about the level of crime and violence and music. People who artists and other people have said, well, music now have nothing to do with it. This is not true. This is a big lie. My friend Nigos was on the show and Nigos put it clear. Nigos said, well, if Bob Marley's positive music can lead people to act positively, negative music make people act negatively because music don't work one way. I'm saying, wait, that's a good way to put it. You understand? Some of them lyrics here, me hear now some of them songs, I'm saying, no man. As a matter of fact, even in Florida here, police in Florida have been using rap music, the lyrics of rappers to convict them for crimes. Latress scamming, murder, because they rap about this, the things that these rappers and DJs sing about are things what them do. And not just reflection of the community we don't live in. Yes, even at the ghetto and things on the ghetto, but sometimes it's a first person account. Me do this, me kill this, me shot this. It's a first person account. So basically, yeah, inform on yourself. And the authorities are listening to these lyrics because people don't know if to shut them out, but I'm glad to not shut them out. You understand? But we need to clean up our lyrics. We have to clean up our lyrics and people get aggressive and defensive. No, we have to clean up our lyrics. Imagine during the Holocaust, right? You did have a Jewish singer, a sing about burn up people in wild people and burn up people in a camp. That song would never ever cross. That would be so insensitive and tone deaf. But as Jamaicans, we're the level of crime and violence so terrible. Our artists are sing about murder and shut up people head and something. And we think it's normalized. Because people don't think we do anything about it. It's normalized. You understand? We have to do something about it, man. If you are an artist, you can sing about anything. Because talent, I mean, if your talent only come in a murder and crime and gunshot, and so you're not a real artist. Yeah, you're not an artist. Because your talent specific to that area. It's like you have an actor. Somebody say, okay, I am an actor, but I can only do comedy. You're not an actor. You're a comedian. You understand? Nothing's wrong being a comedian. I'm saying if you say you're an actor, overall actor, but you can only do comedic roles, you're not a true actor. So if you're an artist and the only thing you can sing about a gun and shut up and bust up head, you're not a real artist. And that's it. That is what it is. Let me go here to Philip, United Kingdom says identify strategies to avoid physical fighting. Philip said, love the show. Zachary from New Zealand said, good evening, guys, enjoying the show from New Zealand. Describe practices and behaviors that reduce or prevent violence. Great topic, Raul Blaze. Extracurricular activities seem to be missing in schools. Maybe that would somewhat help the focus of their attention elsewhere. Do they still have cadets, Red Cross, Girl Guides, 4-H Club, and such? I think some of they do exist, but they're not cool. It's not cool to be a part of these things, you know. Cool. And people are go from trendy stuff, you know. If it's not backed by people out there who are popular. I'm not popular and trendy enough. Me on social media, but I'm not trendy enough to lead some. Yes, of course, I could do the assistance of other people, but me not popular enough to to lead that. You understand me? I say, but I would do it in unison with other people. Zachary says, determine the difference between simple conflict and the simple trouble. I agree, says Mark from Jamaica. I agree 100% with you, Raul. The lyrics, them in the songs, them dangerous for society. Mark from Jamaica says, avoid engaging in violence, including sexual harassment, coercion, exploitation, physical fighting, and rape. Yes. Renz Brew says on Instagram says, definitely a lie. Music, television, social media have contributed to the increase in violence today. Of course they have, you know. So I just want us as a society, and this is not just a blame thing. One thing about me, I got to talk about a problem, but me, I am going to give solutions. You understand? I'm a solutions-based person. But in order to have a solution, you have to speak about the problems, you know? You have to talk about them, put them bluntly in the face of people. I spent a long time I spent a lot of years in the classroom teaching in different parts of the world. And I know how students behave. I understand the psychology of a child because, of course, me a child too. Well, I was a child one time, but I've also been a student, but I've also sat in a teacher's chair and sat in a classroom and see how kids think, you know. And there are things, and that thing about extracurricular activities have saved lives before, you know. Redirected the minds of kids who were thought of otherwise, who thought of getting into violence, you know. I've seen extracurricular activities change kids in so many ways and give them brand new opportunities to expand their horizons, you know. But hey, we're gonna talk about this again because we're not. Of course, we're not doing anything about it. We like them kill tree. Boy, Lord Jesus, what is gonna dear Jesus come and help you, Lord Jesus? And this is all we do. All we do, I pray about things. All we do, I pray about things. Lord, I pray for them. I pray. What about doing something? And when you say something like that, now I say, okay, Lord, you're ungodly. Yes, I'm not religious. You understand? But I'm not gonna offend someone's religion. I'm just talking about practical measures we can use to improve the state of being, you know? And I'm going off my experiences and things that I've seen from around the world, okay? David from DC says, Raw Blaze, the music, TV, and social media is a big problem. And, you know, and Linda from Miami says amazing. I'm seeing Miss Nixie right here coming on. We're gonna go. Watch the producer, man, guys. We're gonna go for breaking one and in about a minute and 20 seconds. So I'm gonna wait until we come back, okay? Before we start the interview. That good with you? Right? Yes. Yeah, because I don't want to start and stop, guys. But I'm saying, guys, we have to do things. We have to do physical things. We have to come and have a concerted effort if we're gonna solve the problems of crime and violence. You understand? We have to make sure that we tell kids that fighting not cool. You know, cool. The fact that you can fight no means that you're cool. No matter what the natural propensity to fight means that you're not evolved enough, because we are intelligent species who should be able to see a situation and say, wait, is it worth me using my energy? Why not use my skills of speaking, of stepping back, retreating. Retreat, if you don't have to fight, retreat. You're here live on the Raw Blaze show with me, Raw Blaze, here on Streaming HUBB Radio. Big up to the people on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on any which part in our world, you big up on yourself. Yeah, right there. So, and when we come back, we're gonna talk to our wonderful Nick Taylor here. So if you want to see the interview, move over from Instagram and go way over upon YouTube. Yeah, understand? So, I'll get me look at tea and come back. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Share this live with your friends and family. Okay? Now get me tea if you just so nice to talk to the nice lady. Okay? Stay tuned, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, this is Janet Jackson.
Hi, this is Usher.
Hub. Click, watch, listen, chat. Michelle Montano, Dexter Daps, Casper Band, Spice,
and Ding Dong Raver.
The greatest Caribbean lineup ever.
July 15th, 16th, and 17th. Featuring Michelle Montano, Casper Band, Dexter Daps, Spice, and Ding Dong Ravers.
The vacation of vacations. All inclusive. Prices go up every week. Book now at BRTweekend.com. That's BRTweekend.com.
Welcome from Jamaica. In a little tin car, tasty cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin car, tasty cheese. Can't stay home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a body if we not have tasty cheese. Easter, I come me have to have tasty cheese. Family, I link up me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe with the sound, all a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All a vibes with the family this Easter with tasty cheese.
Send a top-up or plan to your loved ones in the Caribbean with Digicel International. For limited time, use code HUBBRadio22 and get a $10 Amazon card. Remember, to send a top-up or plan, go to www.digicelinternational.com or download the Digicel International app. Digicel, the bigger data network.
Your daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. More Fire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. More Fire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with More Fire. More Fire. Enhance your daily ritual with intent.
Come now, beware. I'm about to tell you secrets.
All right. Me have to pull up that one there now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with the wonderful Nick Taylor. That song, I think it's entitled Rush, right?
It is.
Yeah, sometimes, let me tell you something. You see, when you're on the radio, you can tell a song from the first few notes is going to be a good song. And I know I'm going to play it later on because then it's going to be a good song. But Nick Taylor, welcome to the Raw Blaze Show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure being here, guys.
Yes. Thank you. Where you tuning in from now?
Yard, Jamaica.
Yard. Which part of Yard?
Spain town.
Spain?
Yeah, Spanish.
You know, at the hospital they me born, you know. Jesus.
Really?
I was born. Yes, I was born there now a very long time ago. Yeah. Yes. Let me try to turn the camera. Instagram people, listen to me, Instagram people. It takes 5 seconds, but I can't see her. It takes 5 seconds for you to go up on my bio and click on a link. I'm not too lazy because I'm spoiling up on Instagram. Anyway, yes, so tell us a little bit about yourself, my darling. First of all, you're looking wonderful.
Thank you.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I can start with my name, right? I'm Nisle Williams. That's my original name, not artist name. I'm from Jamaica. I went to the St. Catherine High School. I am 21 years of age. I love music. I have a passion for music. I've been singing since I was 4.
Wow.
I have a passion for not only music, but other creatives such as modeling, acting, photography, all of the above. Like, you know, front of the camera and behind the camera, like that is me.
Wow. So you're a true creative, and I love that you're a true creative. So that means you're from the parish of St. Catherine, right? Are you from St. Catherine? Okay. Mm-hmm. What was it like?
I spent all my life there.
Oh, for real? Okay. So I was born there, but I grew up in Clarendon. Yeah, but tell me a little bit about growing up in St. Catherine. Tell me a little bit about growing up there.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I would have to say I grew up in church. I grew up in the Seventh-day Adventist church. So I was always in church on Sabbath singing. I went to Willardine Group of Schools, which is also a Seventh-day Adventist institution. Yeah.
Oh.
Pardon me?
No, I say I know that school. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes, Willadine. I was there from kindergarten all the way up to grade 6. Then I graduated. I went to St. Catherine High School. That's where I did my CXCs. And then
Okay.
afterwards, I moved away. So I moved away from Spanish Town when I was around, I'd say 17, going on 18 thereabout, to pursue a career in the medical field. I was going to school to be a doctor. I was literally about to graduate to go to med school.
Yes. Wow. And so clear. So you have a passion for many things. But you started singing at 4, right?
Yes.
Can you remember can you remember the first time you had to sing in front of people? Do you have memories of that? The first time you had to sing in front of people?
Yes, there's a story. I mean, I've been singing all over church, midday.
Yes.
So I mean, there was an experience that I had when I was little. I don't know how I remember, but I guess it's God given. I remembered it. It was a specific day. I think it was AY at church. I believe it was probably Brayton SD, and I was about 4 years old, and they invited me, come sing. And I was like, all right, sure. My mom took me, and I went to sing. But for some reason, no one could see me. Like they hear the voice, but they don't know which part of the voice I come from. I was behind the podium, and I'm so small in stature, still am. But nobody could hear. But it's like, where this voice coming from? And a man was like, a very wise man. I guess he was like, you know what, let me help her. So he went and he got a chair, and he helped me to stand on that chair, and everyone could see, and everybody's face just lit up. And I think that's one of the reasons why now I love singing. Just seeing that look on people's face, even when I was little, like everybody's like, oh God, okay, this is where the voice is coming from. I still get that reaction now, and it's just all love.
Okay, and how did you make that transition from singing as a hobby per se, and then singing in church, until say, you know what, this could be me. I could be a singer. When did you how was that transition like?
So the pandemic. I know the pandemic, everybody can have their story of the pandemic being a terrible experience and a good, but honestly, I'm grateful for the time that I got to think about, what I really want to do. And having that time around, I was by myself in Florida, so having all of that time to just think, I was like, music and creativeness, like that's really what I want to do right now. I'm not saying that, I don't want to be a doctor. You never know. 5 years down the line, I might just go get that degree. But right now, like music spoke to me, and I've been getting signs from God, and it was just like, Nix, this is what you need to do. And this is where, I got in contact with a talented artist, a friend of mine. His name is Ramar J, and he introduced me to a friend, which is Marlon, and that's where everything started coming together. My team, my manager Jody, like that's how like the whole team was formed, and they are amazing, and they helped me to be the best artist that I can be. So I'm forever grateful for the pandemic.
Wow. Yes, all of us have our pandemic stories.
Yes.
Surprisingly, a lot of people have interviewed both here and out on the road, business owners and a lot of women per se, because people don't realize just how much the pandemic affected women even more seriously than men, and these women took this opportunity to start businesses. You mentioned Florida. What part of Florida were you at?
So I was in Plantation. I did a year of high school, and then I moved to West Palm Beach. So that's where I was studying. West Palm, yeah.
Well, the party lagoon. So, so the funny thing is, this station right here is almost we're very close to Plantation, and I live in Lake Worth. So I drove from Lake Worth here, right beside right over 10th Avenue. Yes, so I got Palm Beach all the while. Yes,
we know which part that man.
That's awesome. So tell me about your music. What inspired your music, and how would you describe your style, if you can do that?
So what inspires my music. Honestly, it's just a good vibe. It's a good energy, a good vibe. I write to whatever stimulates me. If it's my niece, she has the most amazing, like she's so adorable. Her eyes are just so bright. Like even if it's just her eyes, like, you know, it's just anything that just stimulates a word or a phrase that just, you know, sparks up all that energy. And I would say like my music, like I would describe my music to just, you know, giving feelings, like stimulating a feeling for someone, you know, emotions, like whether it's a heartbreak or a you know, a love song, or you know, a turn up vibe. It's just, you know, it's just a feeling. It's all just feelings and emotions, and that's what I like to spark in my music.
Yes, guys, if you're just joining me, I'm here talking with Nix Taylor, talented musical artist, and also talented in other areas, including the sciences, of course. And we're going to be interviewing her for a while. So if you're just joining, please. Someone says she's amazing. She is amazing, right? She's amazing. Yes. And we're talking about her style of music. Now, speaking of style of music, we have some songs here for you. Which one of these songs? Tell me about. Pick one of these songs and tell me about it. Pick one of these songs I have here and tell me about it. And so I can play it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me give it. So I have No Sleep. I also have Rush. I have Addicted. Pick one of those songs and tell me about one of those songs. The story behind one of those songs. Rush. Hey.
Okay, so the story behind Rush, like how it came into being, how I wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say I found this dope beat, right? Stinky is the producer, Stinky Beats. He makes amazing beats, like they're just so soulful, and you know. So I found this beat and I'm like, oh, this is a vibe. And I started rocking. I remember I was with my brother Chrome. And we're just chilling, and you know, that's really how the creative process happens for me. If I'm in a good vibe, a good space, a good environment, like everything just comes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and I believe the part that says you're loving. If you say you want round isn't enough, then I'm giving you a sweet hell of a rush. Like that part just came first, and then everything just came after it. Like it. The song form on its own. Honestly, I'm just here to just
yes. So
together.
she'll give us the backstory, but I'm gonna let the song speak for itself. So we're gonna let this song, let Rush play out until we go on the break, and then we're gonna come back. Okay. So guys, this is Rush by Nix Taylor. Let's go.
Come now, beware. I'm about to tell you secrets. The way he stares, he don't mind breaking rules. And the way his eyes glare, I see the light of hope, I'm telling you. Ooh, 'cause you put me in the mood. So drown me in your love, I'll wait for thee. Indeed, baby, pull me near, my dear, and put your love on me and hold me in every dream. Crazy, you're loving. If you say one round isn't enough, then I'm giving you a sweet hell of a.
Your daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. More Fire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. More Fire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with more fire. More fire. Enhance your daily ritual with intent.
No shun your back as you get about to shower. Breakfast in bed cause you know you're about to leave in like an hour.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raul Blaze Show with me, Raul Blaze. What's her name? Her name is Nix Taylor. KNIXXTAYLOR. And yes, you're being introduced to her here by me. She's wonderful. I love her vibe. I love the songs. When you were talking about the chair, somebody on the app said you're too short, and then she said you have a wonderful voice. Her name is Elizabeth, and she's from Miami. So Elizabeth becomes. Yes. So I love new artists, especially female artists, and I've had two artists here before, and I hate comparing, but sometimes you hear similarities and the same positive vibe. I've had both Joby J and Bella Blair here, and somehow you're giving me both of them in one. I'm like, what? Like, this is crazy. Is it this positive vibe that is that
so
vibe?
funny? I love OBJ. I'm in love with. I met her the other night, and she was absolutely amazing. Like her voice, her talent, her gift, her photography.
Yes,
like,
yes. People don't know she's a photographer. Yes, so she well, you met her for the first time. Is it for the first time?
Yeah, Jaria had a award ceremony that I got to perform in, and it's like space and stuff like that. She was also a nominated artist in their award show.
Yes.
So I got the opportunity to actually meet her and take a picture with her. You know, she's absolutely amazing.
Wow, and how important do you believe it is for women to be represented in music, especially music coming from the rock? How important it is for women to be respected and represented in music?
Yes. I mean, I believe that it's something that's very important, especially coming from a male-dominated industry.
Yes.
I just believe that women, once we're together and once we are, one unit, I think amazing things can happen, and amazing things are happening. I mean, look at the new artists the new female artists that are coming up right now, such as Savannah, Ike, Jazalise, Naomi Cohen, Joby J.
Yes.
Like, I just believe it's a powerful thing that we are doing right now, and I'm just very, very honored to be, called in the same as them. So I'm very grateful.
Yes, that's amazing. And tell me, what about what are some of the new projects you have coming up now?
So I'm actually working on a reggae cover album.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm excited for that. Yes.
Okay.
12 tracks on it. It's produced by Time Zone International Records, and it's all it's done from my live band. And all recorded by my live band that we recorded at the Tough Gun studio, and it's just filled with a lot of greats.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Because you give me that, because you, of course, you have that you have that pop voice in terms of popular music, but you also have that authentically reggae sound that I love. When you're playing Rush, I'm like, it reminds me of the Wailers kind of vibe, And then Addiction was more like a couple years later. So I like the reggae vibe that you're bringing, and that's amazing.
I think it has a lot to do with, like, just where it comes from, that I listen to all genres. Like, I am an all genre person. I listen to everything, whether it's classical music, whether it's anything, I'm all for it. So I believe that I want that to show in my music as well. You know, that I'm versatile and I can play with different things. You don't have to just stick to one thing. I mean, where's the fun in that?
Yes, for real, for real. Guys, you're here. You're listening to me interviewing the wonderful Nick Taylor, and one of our guests just walked in the studio. She'll be talking to her very soon. Spiky herself has just walked in, so we're going to talk to her in a second. But I want to ask you, let me read some of the comments for you here, Nick. Someone said, "I love her music. Sound like some wicked lovers rock." Yes. Yeah, pick up UK in the house, and then Eric from UK. Her kind of music will do great in the UK, of course.
Thanks,
And big up UK. Awesome. Good up, big up. It sounds like lovers rock. Good evening. That's some Berry's lovers rock music. You see, look at the name. Look at the names that you're being called with these names. You understand? Me with my little Joe BJ and Bella Blair thing, basic. But then them gonna Berries and Whalers. I love it. But these are all great women. I love to see women in music. So tell me about some of the stages and the places that you performed so far. And you spoke about Joe BJ. Tell me about somebody else. After that, tell me about somebody else you met and you were like, oh my God, I'm meeting this person.
So the stages that I recently had a We Inspire Women Jamaica. They had a event, a convention where it was where young women got to make a vision board and stuff like that. So I got to perform in that environment, filled with powerful women and stuff like that. Women encouragement and empowerment, like that is something that I value a lot. So getting to perform, in front of schoolgirls and, women was just very empowering. I also perform a lot with Jaria. Before they had an award ceremony that I got to perform at. I'll be performing not this Thursday, next Thursday at 22 Jerk with my band. So I'm very excited for that. The country open up, so we're outside.
Yes, outside. Yeah, outside. We're not going. You hear that, Andrew? Okay. Wow. And how do you feel? Of course, you just mentioned, but how do you feel of finally being able to be out there with music? Because one thing about with all music, but especially with reggae needs ear, it needs the vibe. You need to smell it jerk pan out the door. You need to smell it soup. You understand? Well, how do you feel?
Mention that I find Jerome, another talented artist, Jerome Riley, another talented artist that I know. We were just talking about that we need to collab and make a song for it, like the reggae, like what's happening with the reggae? Like we need some reggae love songs, So one thing that I want to do, bring back reggae, bring it back.
I miss reggae.
Yes. I was like, we're outside now, a beer tune fair play.
Yes. Because I love as a Jamaican and somebody who grew up in dancer, basically being a dancer. Because before I started in comedy, guys, I told him before I was a dancer. Long time before me do comedy. I love dancer, but reggae. I think reggae has this place. It both genre movie, but reggae moves you differently. Reggae touches parts of your soul you don't know exist. You understand? So when you say bring back reggae, I really, really, really feel that. So that means we can look for some collab in the future with you. You understand? Some nice reggae ballad. You understand?
Album, yes.
That and I wanted to. I don't know if you want to tell us, like, me know if you want to tell us some of the where you gonna cover, where you want to keep it tight-lipped. You understand? Me know it, Gordon, when you have upcoming projects, you want people to wait. But
honestly,
you can give
one song. Recently had an interview with the Jamaica Gleaner, and I gave them one song. So I'm also giving one song. Walk Away with Love by Bitty McLean.
Give a peace site. We are gonna ask if we give a peace site here now. You understand? Put her on the spot.
Walk away from love. Before love breaks my heart. Hey baby, baby,
Oh my God, I cannot wait. You see fire go up in the studio. Listen to me now, man. I love that. I know it already. Someone says, Bruce from Miami says, Vanessa from West Palm, the Raw Blaze. Is today the food day at the station? No, Thursday's food day. Oh, no, hungry, some man. You can come tomorrow for some food. But she also said that I can see myself bubbling to her music. Very good. And Larry Martin from France on deck says he love your music. Merci beaucoup. And Cynthia from Cayman Islands rocking to some wonderful good music from you, of course. And then Nancy from ATL is send you one bag of flowers, you know. So yeah. Yeah, and I rose some nice roses and can get, you know. Yes. One thing with my people, them know good music. If it don't sound good, I don't look good, them I go tell you. But the fact that you're getting this love, they're really honest and you know, very important. And of course, on Big Up Instagram, I can see you, but because I turned the camera that way so you can see her, because I asked you guys to go on YouTube, but no one stay here. So I turned the camera so you can see her, so I can't read your comments, guys. So you're getting love on Instagram and on YouTube and on the app. So what else would you like to share with our listeners today on Streaming Hub Radio? What else would you like people to know about you or anything else you'd like to share?
Honestly, I would have to say that. Oh, that's a good question.
I know, right?
I would just want to add that just look out for Nick Taylor. I have a lot of great things in the storeroom for you guys. I also want to tell little Black girls that identify themselves with me, that look like me, that you don't have to worry about your skin complexion. You don't have to worry about the shape, your size, nothing. Like, you are amazing and you can do whatever you put your heart to. And that is my aim. That's really and truly my aim as an artist, so that young girls like myself, because when I was growing up, we never really have, you know, someone to look up to. So I want to be that role model, that person that tell girls that, yo, if she can do it, me can do it.
Love it.
So thank you so much for having me here. And I just want to say, just look out for Nick Taylor. That's it.
Yes, and before you go, Kimberly Miami said, "Don't be shy, girl. You're amazing." I would tell her she's shy. She's not shy. She's full of vibes. And Charles, you're getting a lot of love from UK. So that eventually, I see you performing in the UK in the future. Nick Taylor. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, she's KNIXX Taylor, as in TAYLOR, on Instagram. You can find her and see what she's up to. And we're all looking for that cover album. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Okay.
Thank
all right.
you.
All right. Bye. Pick up yourself. Yes, guys, that was Nick Taylor. We're gonna go for we're not gonna go for a break yet, but when we go for a break, we're gonna come back with Spiky. I hope I don't butcher her name, Christine Malvasio, right? CEO of New Kingdom Productions. We're gonna talk about music, artist management, representation. Whenever you're being an artist, it's important to know who you are, because if you don't know who you are, you cannot represent the music you're singing about. You have to know who you are and trust the music and trust the process. Okay, so we're gonna be here with her in a second. But that was Nick Taylor. Is there music on Spotify? Oh Lord, I'm gonna find out. It is on Spotify, yes. So you see, good thing we have Miss Spiky here telling us, my assistant, she said you can find on Spotify. Her name is Nick Taylor. And whenever people start asking where your music is available, you're doing something good, because people are only going to search for something that is good. All right, so you're tuned in here with me, Raoul Blaze, and all of you from Trinidad, the UK, all over the world who are tuning in, thank you so much. Instagram, big up on yourself, and also YouTube. We will be right back with our next guest. So please don't go anywhere and share this live and this interview with your friends and family, no matter where you are, okay? Stay tuned to the Raoul Blaze Show.
Welcome from Jamaica in a little tin called Tasty Cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called Tasty Cheese. Can't stay at home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if we not have tasty cheese. Easter I come, me have to have tasty cheese. Family I link up, me have to have
Taste it.
Oh yeah, all a little vibe with the sound, a little vibe, all a little vibe and thing, yeah. All a vibes with the family this Easter with Tasty Cheese.
Florida, get ready. March 27, New Rules. Miramar Amphitheater. Performance by Alkaline. Live. Touch it.
New Rules, Miami. Featuring, performing live. Alkaline. That's right, Alkaline. Performing live. For New Rules, Miami. Alkaline. That's right, Alkaline. Performing live. For New Rules, Miami. Also performing live, Wayne Wonder. And Cranium. Performing live Sunday, March 27, 2022. New Rules Miami featuring Alkaline, Wayne Wonder, and Cranium. Performing live. Doors open 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Taking place at the Miramar Regional Park, 16801 Miramar Parkway in Miramar, Florida. Book your tickets now at
Your
newrulesfest.com.
daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. More Fire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. More Fire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with More Fire. More Fire. Enhance your daily ritual with intent.
Send a top-up or plan to your loved ones in the Caribbean with Digicel International. For limited time, use code HUBBRadio22 and get a $10 Amazon card. Remember, to send a top-up or plan, go to www.digicelinternational.com or download the Digicel International app. Digicel, the bigger data network.
Yeah, Girl, me want for you all, yo. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me want for just squeeze you. Put me things all around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Behind them jam, me no care. You take it anytime anywhere. In the square, so me no fear. And as a woman, I will be there. We want a girl, we can't wine for me. We want a girl, we can't take care of me. Make me feel it, and make me feel it. Oh, me have to really squeeze it. Girl, me want for you all, yo. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Yeah, me just want to squeeze ya. Put me things all around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Oh Lord, like a fast bike on the road, boom, 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 boom. Girl, on the back and she a boom, 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 boom. Give me the microphone now, the fat cum, me the play last one time, me come to cum. Me out of control. I'm more fire she want in her soul. She say more and more and still she grow. And still me multiply more. You know I feel just hold ya. Put me arms right around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me want to just squeeze ya. Put me arms right around ya. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Squeeze ya. Around ya. Tightest one we ever get in my life. Sweet little devil there. Yeah, this one we ever get in my life. Oh, behind them try and me no care. We take it anytime, anywhere. In the sphere, so me no fear. And as a woman, I will be there. Me want a girl who take care of me. Me want a girl who can wine for me. Let me feel it, and let me feel it. Show me that you can burn. Girl, me want for you all, yo. Put me arms right around you. Girl, you give me the tightest hold me ever get in my life. Girl, me just want to squeeze you. Put me things.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raul Blaze Show here on Streaming Hub Radio, #1 online platform in South Florida. And I'm here with my second guest of the day, Miss Spiky, but her correct name is Christine Malvasio. Am I correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, awesome. So tell me about Christine. Who is Christine?
Oh, that's a very complicated question. You want to know about Christine or Spiky?
Tell me a little bit. Tell me like a little bit about Christine first, then you tell me about Spiky.
All right, Christine's pretty boring.
Oh, she's boring.
She's the business side, very serious, very focused.
Okay.
Get things done, perfectionist. And Spiky's the creative, free flowing, have a great time, smoke weed. Can I say that?
yes, you can say that. That's fine, because we all have our serious, our business side on our fun side, right? And it says here that you're the CEO and the founder of New Kingdom Production.
Correct.
Yes, tell me something about New Kingdom Production. What's that all about?
Well, we have a record label, New Kingdom Records, and I'm a partner with both Marley Waters and Nate Walker, and we have a publishing company, and we partner a lot with Monty with Royalty and Respect on the management side of things.
Oh, that's awesome. And when did this all start?
Oh gosh, Monty and I have known each other probably for 12, 13 years. Same with Nate and Marley, and we just kind of always did some collaborations throughout, our times, and celebrated our different successes together, and ended up traveling and having a lot of fun and becoming very good friends. And so we've gone through lots of the up and downs together in the industry, from good to bad. So we finally all are at a whole nother level, and we're like, you know what? Like, we've lasted all this time. I think we should, pull all of our forces together now and really make a stamp.
And have you yourself ever been involved in like recording? Have you ever sung before, or rapped, or DJ or anything?
Oh no.
You're more.
You do not want to hear me do that. Although I have TC, they call him. He's an unbelievable vocalist, and I always say, you have to teach me how to sing. You have to teach me how to sing. But so far, we haven't done it. I'm a little scared he might never be my friend again.
Well, we all maybe whenever you partake in the spiky part, when you smoke, maybe the inner voice comes out, right?
Oh, maybe.
I know New Kingdom Productions consists of a few things. What are some of the things that it consists of?
We also do administration.
Okay.
And we have a distribution company as well.
Okay.
So we provide those services to independent artists that want to, have some kind of format and layout, and be assured that whatever they are doing, it's at least put into the systems correctly, so that they can generate some kind of revenue. Because even if it's a little bit, why would you not want to put it in there to create your legacy, your catalog, and eventually your 401k plan? So a little of a lot can add up over 10, 20 years. And that's what I try to tell everybody. I've had so many people say, oh, I have like put out 95 songs and I've never seen a penny. It's like, what?
Wow. Yes.
95 songs. And then we pulled all their catalog together. We get it all in, and, they get a little, not like millions of dollars, but they might have $15,000-$20,000 that they got, that when they pulled it all together and collected up to only 5 years back, it really helps them a lot. And then they realize,
and a lot of young artists and independent artists, they get into the business and they just do music without doing all of the business part. How important is it for this kind of representation for artists?
Especially in the beginning, because if you start out right, then you don't have to go back. Yes. And that's cleaning up and doing all the back work.
Yes.
I've taken as long as like 2 years to clear up just a catalog of 65 older songs, because some were with Pitbull, Gloria Estefan. There's a lot of politics there.
Yes.
You have to deal with the majors. And, they don't want to give all that money. They're hoping you don't come for it.
But they just want to use it without
And
paying.
they make it very hard to get a hold of them to get the money. It's not like, you call and, here you go.
It's not that easy. No, and it says you are a gold and double platinum winning publisher and 2014's BMI's Writer of the Year.
Yes.
First of all, congrats on that. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And tell me about those two experiences.
That was with a producer that was signed to me, Knucklehead, and he produced the track for August Alsina, I Love This Shit, in which I participated in the sessions and some of the things that happened during that time. So I was awarded some credits on that as well.
Wow. And you write clearly. You write songs, right?
I mean, I collaborate and give inspiration and create the vibe, but I don't think I put all 5 words together.
Okay. This line is gonna be. Let me put in this line. Okay.
Or I'll say something stupid, or we go out and we're in the Maybach, and the next song that comes out is in the back seat, or the house has an elevator in the lobby, because when they come in, the house at the townhouse has got an elevator, so it's when we pull everybody together and we do these writing camps, we always pick inspirational places, and we always try to bring in different kinds of foods and lighting and everything, because it creates a whole vibe for the team to create some really special music, because it's really about the vibe, the creation, and how everybody's just feeling in the room. So that's my good part.
That is a good part. And like, what genre of music do you do not specialize in any part?
No, I mean, I started like with the hip hop with I Love This Shit and August Alsina. Then I moved into learning more about the reggae, and the Professor was the artist that I worked with for a couple of years on that. Then I was working more with like Marley, and we were getting into more hip hop, but some of the reggae. But then we were going into Brazil, and then we started doing some stuff with some artists in Brazil, and we have a song actually releasing in April that we did several years ago that we're finally like gonna put out. And then now Monty and I are working with Fee, who Afrobeat. We did Afrobeat, which I know you want to talk about later.
Yes.
And that was a big struggle for us, because that project is over a year old, and this is the year now where everybody's saying Afrobeat, and everybody thought I was crazy. Why are you putting all this time into an Afrobeat project? And I'm like, because I can see where it's going, and Anna Piano's next.
Oh my gosh! Because right now Afrobeat is, because I think people love music, but I think music is fun, and they're going back to the part where people want to dance again. And Afrobeat, when Afrobeat comes on, you are compelled by the beats to dance. And so your role, apart from being when it comes to independent artists, you kind of connect the artists with the people who need to hear their music. Like, so you connect. I'm an independent artist. I have this song, but I need it to go to the right ears, right?
Right. You playlisting.
Yes.
You want it on the playlist on the streaming platforms.
Yeah. Is it a difficult process? Is it a difficult process to?
Yeah, because I mean, there's a million singles uploaded a day on Spotify and in some of these platforms. So it's like, how do you differentiate yourself? So I mean, it's a logarithm. It's all computer now. It's really not the music. I mean, if it's good music, it's good music. End of story, right? So now we don't know how good what's going to happen to that good music. Can it become double platinum? Can it go gold? Can nothing happen to it? It's all about now, okay, how many people can you get to listen to this good music? And then you have a hit. So, and it's very difficult to decide which one of those songs are. So you don't want to decide. You just put them out. Don't worry about it. Put them out every week, every month, consistently, because if you're not putting your music out consistently, then you will become one single every 6 months. You just have 6 million more people that put music out. But if every single month you're putting something out, then every single month Spotify recognize that, the logarithms recognize that, they start understanding who you are as an artist contributing to their platform. Then they know how to direct you and what playlists to then put you into. But if you're only putting out a few songs, you're not giving the logarithms enough chance to figure you out, because the volume that's coming in is so substantial that you have to put a lot in than you ever did before. So that's the key. Release. And then as your catalog grows on the Spotify releases, now they got more to listen to. So they're going to stay on your page, and it's going to go to the next one and the next one. And then you can slowly see all those streams going up and up and up as you release, because you can watch the numbers now. It's an analytical game.
Guys, you see, I one thing I love about the show, I learn so much, because there's a process behind everything. And if you're just joining us, guys, we're talking with the Spiky. I love that name, by the way. And we're talking about artist management and the importance of releasing your music, because if you don't release your music, who's gonna hear it? If you're on Instagram, please share this live with your friends and family. Instagram. If you're on YouTube, share the link with your friends also. And if if you're on the app, big up on yourself. I see people here from France, Trinidad, and I want to say Bermuda. We're going to go for a break, guys, and when we come back, we'll continue this interview, okay? So do not go anywhere. Stay tuned.
In a little tin car, tasty cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin car, tasty cheese. Can't stay home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a body if we not have tasty cheese. Easter, I come me have to have tasty cheese. Family, I link up me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, when I look about with the sound, I look a vibe. When I look a vibe and thing, yeah. All our vibes with the family this Easter with tasty cheese.
Western Union is here for you. Available 24/7 every day. The Western Union app and the website gives you the option of sending money from the comfort of your home straight to your loved one. With Western Union, you can send money to banks in Jamaica, including Jamaica National, JMMB, Scotiabank, NCB, First Global Bank, and more. Tell your receiver in Jamaica to register their bank account by visiting www.gkmsonline.com or their nearest Western Union location and receive funds directly into their bank accounts. Get fast and convenient service when you download the Western Union mobile app or go online at wu.com. For more information, visit wu.com or call 305-608-6325. Services may be provided by Western Union Financial Service Inc., NMLS number 906983, or Western Union International Services, LLC, NMLS number 906985, which are licensed as money transmitters by the New York State Department of Financial Services. See terms and conditions for details.
Your daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. More Fire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. More Fire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with More Fire. More Fire. Enhance your daily ritual with intent.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raw Blaze show. I'm your host, Raw Blaze, and I'm here with the wonderful Spiky, bringing us through the whole process. I'm also taking notes because, yes, guys, I'm gonna release my song. You know, yeah, I do comedy, of course. I choreograph. You know, as a choreographer and an actor, but of course, you know, I have other talents you guys don't know. Let me see. So, wow, a million. So from France. Larry Martin from France says, I love Afrobeat, and he was saying, wow, 1 million songs uploaded a day. That's crazy. And O'Neill from Bermuda says, how much music I should release a month?
Hey, you know, that's the beauty of how music is today.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no rule. I've been doing one a month for the artist, but I really am considering, you know, we're mixing the full project now so that I'll have all 8, and we're going to try now and see how the numbers are when we do one every other week. So, you know, these are the things I've learned by watching numbers and being analytical. I mean, I was a math major, computer science. So all of these, you know, I finally realized that there is some analytics attached to music now, only because of technology and all the different streaming platforms and all the different pieces that now allow you to calculate these things. So up until just the last couple of years, this information really wasn't available to an artist or to a manager, only to the major labels. So they have these big reporting systems.
Yes.
So now, you know, I have access to those same things plus all the other things. So then, being a mathematical, analytical kind of person from my college training, it felt so natural to then dive into that. And then I'm like, oh, wait, now I can make decisions based on fact.
Yes.
So
yes.
Me personally we've done the once a month, we proved it to be successful, and now we're using it. But now I'm like, can I be more successful doing one every? So I'm still working on it too. I know one a month works. I'm thinking one every other week is probably going to be even crazier. And if you have one to put out a week every week, from the numbers and the way I see things, I think the more you put them out, the more the better it is. As long as it's quality, they're mixed right, it's all professional, and you have the team that can put them in and get it all right. Like, you don't want to release that much and have it all a mess.
Exactly.
You got to have your streaming platform set up. You know, you need all the things to map right. There's a lot of process to have as a foundation before you test that.
Yeah, awesome, man. And Christopher Samuels from Jamaica is saying thank you. And he's the one who asked about, I have a question. I have 2 albums to release. How can I get a good music distribution company? As you said before, you're talking about singles, right?
Yeah, it's best to release singles off of the album, and then once you have most of the singles released and there's a couple not, then put out the project, because then when the project comes out, all the streams you got from each single being released will add and calculate. So if each one of those singles add up to 300,000, when the album comes out, it's going to have 300,000 streams.
Already. Yes,
because they pull those all together into the album.
Yes.
And then the last 2, they're going to skip the ones, because who's going to go listen to a whole album anyways from start to finish? I mean, let's face it, if you're an independent artist, you're not like Led Zeppelin or, P. Diddy, where like you're going to listen to everything. So if you're a new person, you're lucky they get through 3 of yours.
Yes.
So now they've already listened to the first 6, so they're going to go right to the 2nd, 7th, and 8th, or you put the 7th and 8th, 1st and 2nd. You get creative of how you list them in the thing. So you got to think of those things. You got to think of what you do when you go to Spotify or Deezer or one of those things, and how do you select your music, and then make sure that when you're putting yours out there, it meets the criteria so those people can find it like you find it. Because if you don't think like that, you have to think like as a person who creates music, you have to think like the person who consumes music. Wow, you hear that, guys? So because even me, whenever I'm posting my videos on my platforms, the analytical tools are there. As in the past, they weren't there, but you can go and see the day, the time, the number, the demographic, and all this. Absolutely.
You should, have an account when you're doing this.
And every artist should have an artist page, their artist page on those profiles, because within there you can build your fan base and you can see your analytics. So everyone on your team might say, oh my God, that's a smash, that's the best one. And it could be the worst one you've ever put out. You never know. That's why put them out.
Yes. I think we're having a caller. Let me see who hold on. Hello, caller. Hold on. Hello. Caller, are you there? All right, you can call back, guys. The number to call is 954-289-8589, 954-289-8589, extension 203. Again, 954-289-8589, extension 203. And if you're calling from outside North America, you can call us on WhatsApp, of course, on +1 954-621-3660. I'm going to try to get my call again. Hello, caller.
Yo.
Yes, who am I speaking with?
Man, you tell that lady sitting behind there with you in that interview, she's the best mentor, best manager, best label owner on the planet.
Okay,
somebody ain't lying.
Hold on, I'm gonna put you on air now. Okay, so hold on. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I can. Yes. Hello, caller. Who am I speaking with?
This is Jeremy Allen Jones.
Okay, and where are you calling from, Jeremy Allen Jones?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yes, and thank you. And what did you want to say?
I just want to say that the woman Spiky that you're interviewing is the best mentor, the best manager, the best delegator, and the best label owner that I've ever met in my life. She's wonderful. She knows exactly what she's talking about. I'm proof that it works.
Wow. You want to say something to him, Spiky?
You're so sweet. You're embarrassing me.
I love you, Spiky.
That's awesome. When Spiky, when you do something and people appreciate you, that shows how good you are.
That's why I do. I love that's my motivation. Just like really having people love what they're doing and feel safe doing it.
Yes.
And know that what needs to be done is going to be done, and we're going to make it.
Okay.
Like that.
Wow.
That feels good to know that. That's nice.
So you're based in Arkansas, right?
I'm based in Arkansas. Yeah, I'm with New Kingdom Records.
Okay, and do you have any projects out now? Are you working on any new projects?
We are. Spiky's pushing me. She's pushing me hard.
Okay. And
yeah, I'm working on quite a bit of stuff.
Okay, and before she leaves, I'm gonna ask her to share some of that with me, okay? So I can listen to them, okay?
Yeah. Sure. Y'all have a good time. Great interview. I'm watching.
All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Bye. Wow, you see, see, that's what happens. You see, you got her all teary-eyed and everything. You know, it's good. It's when you help. It's good to help people because first of all, there's so many artists who are doing music and they've never earned anything from it, but the music is being listened to, right? People are listening to the music, but they haven't earned a penny. And there are even some artists I know in Jamaica from a long time, but some foundation artists. And when I see them, I can see that they aren't getting royalties from the big hits they didn't have in the 90s.
Well, yeah, that was, and it was really in Jamaica. It was really bad because. Well, there was a couple big producers that came out of that and would do a lot of projects with these artists. Mine, one of them, and never pay out any of the mechanicals or any of that. So it's happened a lot with a couple of big people there. Yeah, so it's kind of sad.
Wow. And no, tell us a little bit about Afrobeat. What is going on with Afrobeat right now in your
Afrobeat is. I mean, I think.
Can you come closer to the mic? Yes, she's tiny, guys. So I'm trying to move it around so she can with the mic.
I had to lift the chair like way up.
Yes.
Afrobeat is. I mean, I'm surprised with what the billboards are saying and all that. That's a little crazy, but it's just a great feel, move. You can just feel it's still really linked to the culture.
Yes.
And it's real. Like, and it just has its own groove. Yes. And then, you know, some of the subgenres of that, like On a Piano has such a jazz feel mixed in and a little R&B. So it's very fusionish, you know, so it relates to a lot of different moods and vibes and cultures. And I think it's just, I'm happy to see that it's really doing what it's doing because I loved it.
Yes. And now, when was the first time you listened to Afrobeat? When was the first time you heard the what is now called Afrobeat? Was the first time you?
I mean, like WizKid goes back to like 2012. So he was always my favorite. Yes. So I think since him like 2012.
Wow.
But then finally, you know, had this opportunity to work with Bass Hall and Amsterdam with John FX, a big producer, and my artist Fee, and we did a collaboration with Afrobeat, and it was just like so much fun, you know.
Well, and you have one of your artists coming, right?
Monty's actually coming,
yes. And so guys, so even for some of you who are listening to me, you know, my Zumba classes and my private classes, Afrobeat has to be a part of it. You know, I incorporate soca, dancehall, and Afrobeat because that's the kind of music that makes you that makes you move, you know.
Yeah.
And apart
especially
from
the hips.
The hip, that's the most important part of it. So before we go for a quick break, what are some other artists you've worked with or you're working with right now, or we should be looking out for?
Well, definitely Fee. He's going to be a big one in the next project when we release. We'll take it to the next level of that genre. And a lot of EDM projects I work with. So there's a nice one coming out from Lucky Charms from Amsterdam. And the professor, he's always got surprises coming out. So who knows what he's going to send me. And we have a new artist, Casanova, Lord King Casanova the 7th, actually. So he's got some cool hip hop stuff. And Marley, we had an On a Piano song come out, Mother Nature, with John FX producing it. So that was great. So we have, just a lot of different, and then Jeremy with country, and he has this remix that John just did, John FX, Somebody Lied, out right now. So we even have a strong country R&B voice too. So we have a great mixture of different talents.
Guys, you see, and
we're going to start collaborating. So you're going to start to hear a lot of fusion now of all these different things.
Yes, I can just imagine the fusion of all these genres together, guys. Of course, I'm here talking to Spiky here on the Raul Blaze Show. If you're just joining me, usually I go till at 7, but I'm gonna go 15 minutes more because I'm gonna have another guest. So stay tuned, do not go anywhere, guys. I'm gonna come back after this break and continue this wonderful conversation, because guess what? I am also learning, because I have this song in my head. It's like a dembow song, guys, because I speak fluent Spanish. So this is gonna be a dembow song. Listen for it, okay? If you're watching right now, share this live with your friends and family, because we'll be right back here on the Raul Blaze Show. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Your daily habits can make or break you. And the best way to have healthy habits is with intent. More Fire is the herbal tea and smoke blend provider ready to fit into your routine. More Fire creates signature blends of powerful teas and natural smoking herbs that aid in healing and nourishing the body day after day. Ditch your unhealthy habits and become a better you with More Fire. More Fire. Enhance your daily ritual with intent.
Miami, Florida, get ready. March 27, New Rules. Miramar Amphitheater. Performance by Alkaline. Live. That's it.
New Rules, Miami. Featuring Performing Live. Alkaline. That's right. Alkaline. Performing live. For New Rules, Miami. Alkaline. That's right. Alkaline. Performing live. For New Rules, Miami. Also performing live, Wayne Wonder. And Cranium. Performing live Sunday, March 27, 2022. New Rules Miami features Alkaline, Wayne Wonder, and Cranium. Performing live. Doors open 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Taking place at the Miramar Regional Park, 16801 Miramar Parkway in Miramar, Florida. Book your tickets now at newrulesfest.com.
Welcome from Jamaica. In a little tin car, tasty cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin car, tasty cheese. Can't stay home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if we not have tasty cheese. Easter, I come me have to have tasty cheese. Family, I link up me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe, but the sound, a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All our vibes with the family this Easter with tasty cheese.
Do you want to learn how your music can make you more money?
Money.
Let's go! Money. Songfest is the leading marketplace for buying, selling, and advancing music royalties. If you're a recording artist, music producer, writer, recording label, or any music rights owner, we can provide options for catalog sales or advances for the lowest rates in the industry. Keep your copyright. Get funds now. Contact us for a custom proposal at songfest.com/radio. Songfest can quickly analyze royalty statements from any pro, distributor, publisher, or label and provide a custom proposal. Our unique auction process ensures that you get the highest value for your royalty stream. The Songfest team has been helping music royalty owners for more than 10 years. Public auctions or private sales are available, and you keep your copyright. Learn more at songfest.com/radio or email info@songfest.com.
Send a top-up or plan to your loved ones in the Caribbean with Digicel International. For a limited time, use code HUBBRadio22 and get a $10 Amazon card. Remember, to send a top-up or plan, go to www.digicelinternational.com or download the Digicel International app. Digicel, the bigger data network.
Download Streaming Hub Radio app from your Apple Store, Google Play Store, and party with the baddest DJ. Streaming Hub Radio, your number one online radio station in Florida, playing the hottest music selection from hip-hop, R&B, soul, pop, reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat, soca, and more. And also visit our website at www.streaminghubbradio.com or www.DIHUBBMediaGroup.com for the latest entertainment news, artist interviews, news from the Caribbean and around the world. Download Streaming Hub Radio app today and keep it locked to the hub.
Nowhere else you'll find this kind of vibe. Totally keep humming it.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolated while you're waiting, so just dance for me. Come on, everybody, get on now, cause you know we got to get it wrong. Mary J is
is in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. Come on, baby, just party with me. Let loose and set your body free. Leave your situations at the door, so when you step inside, jump on the floor.
Let's get it crunkin'.
Let's get crunk in this dance.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raul Blaze Show. I am Raul Blaze, the host with the most. The most what? I don't know. But you're here with me, and I'm here with Spiky, CEO and founder of. Let me get. Oh, you see the host with the most forgetfulness. New Kingdom Productions, and we're talking about music, of course. And I have some questions coming in. I'm gonna just put them to Spiky here. From Tony from Jamaica said he really appreciates information that you're giving out. And Yankee, New Jersey says, Yankee, New Jersey. Good evening, Raul Blaze. Does she do music distribution?
We provide all those services, yes.
Yes, and at the end, guys, I'm gonna give her information so you can reach out to her. So yes, and he says I'm working on my artist new album, looking for distribution. So we're gonna have I'm gonna share information when we're done. So don't go anywhere. All right, respect, boss. Yes, you can take that chair over there. So our guest is here now. So we're gonna continue the conversation. We have Jamaica, we have France, we have Bermuda, where else we have Trinidad and Tobago, UK, Atlanta, Florida, of course. You see, to all my Florida people, please don't feel left out. Not because you're here. Sometimes I overlook you guys because you're here, but I respect you guys. So give me a second. I'm gonna just play a tune, and I'll be right back. Okay? Do not go anywhere.
I don't care what they say. I'm not about to pay nobody's way. Cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me. I need a roughneck nigga that can satisfy me, just for me. If you are that kind of man, cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaky secret, everybody's saying, cause we don't give a...
All right, guys, welcome back to the Raul Blaze Show. I'm your host, Raul Blaze, and I'm here with Spiky, and I've been joined by Monty. Monty, you're Jamaican? Bahamian, yes, yeah, because you do a good Jamaican. Him say, yeah, man, him do a good Jamaican accent a while ago. I say, wait. So it's an island thing. Yes. So the traffic rough.
No, the traffic was crazy coming up here, but I booked it, tried to get up there a little bit earlier.
Okay, where you driving from?
From Miramar.
From Miramar.
Yeah.
Okay, and so tell me about a little bit about Royalty Respect.
Right. So Royalty Respect, we're a project management company and a management company, artist management company. So we have two sides to what we do. We do artist management, where we have a certain amount of artists that we've signed and we work with, and so we sign them, we invest in them, we help to grow their brand. We help to kind of align them with the things that artists need growing, and then we do artist services. Okay. So for any client that that wants to pay for these services, and we take it from the ground up. We do, song production, mix, master, videos. We do administration, and Spiky handles a lot of that side of it. All the way up to the publishing aspects of it. We do all of it. We do marketing and promotion for different, artists and clients. And we have over currently now we have over like 400 and something clients, and just in the lifetime of our whole company, we've had over a couple thousand different clients.
Wow. And one of our clients actually called earlier on, telling her thanks for what she does, and it shows that it's very important, because a lot of people, a lot of youths, males and female who want to get into music, they think about the music part, but they don't think about all this part, right? But how important is this part? Building the client, having a brand. How important is this part of it?
It's paramount. It's essential because of the climate that the music industry is in right now. I mean, the record labels don't have as much power as they used to, and the record labels don't have artist development anymore, and so they look for the artists to come to them already prepared and developed. And most independent labels also don't do artist development anymore, so artists is left independently to kind of get these things in order before somebody wants to create the value in their self, before somebody wants to now invest in them. So now if you want to be an artist, it's like everything is at your disposal, but some people don't know the direction to go in. They don't know where to start, and we kind of help give them that direction based on their budget. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they have investors, they have a bigger budget. Some people, they have a small budget because it's a hobby for them and they're just trying it out. They have some talent at the end of the day, and we help to give them the direction. We strategize, help them put a plan together that can help them to grow based on their goals and where they want to go with it.
Wow. So having a team is also important. And Spark, you were talking about partnership and collaboration. Collaboration is very essential in this.
Absolutely. I mean, we live off of that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Monty's one of the oldest people I know.
We've worked together for over 10 years.
Wow.
And counting. You know what I'm saying? And Spiky's very, very good at what she does. Not just the
That's why we're good together.
Not just the publishing aspect of what she's able to do. She does have an ear and an eye for music and talent. And I know something that she doesn't publicize a lot, but she's also like a creative director. If you see her like on a video set and stuff like that, like behind the scenes though. And it's something that she kind of likes to do as a hobby, but she's actually like sneaky good at it.
Wow.
I've given that up. It's too stressful. I just told Rocky take over.
Okay.
I don't know that stuff anymore.
I can imagine being on a set and all what's going on. But when people put their different strengths together, they create a team. What kind of artists what kind of clients do you have? Is it a particular genre of music?
Anything music. We work with every different form of artists. We've done work for artists in the Caribbean, artists in Africa. We've done for American artists and Latin artists. So it doesn't matter the genre of music. All of it essentially needs the same thing to help it to grow and to move. So we cater to every different form and genre of music.
Wow. And we're talking earlier about in the past, like artists didn't have access to the information of analytics, because even me and my videos now, I can just go here and just look and see the time of day and etc. What direction do you see music moving into in terms of the artists and the accessibility that people have to music?
Well, a couple of years ago, we started this company because we understood that the artist has now become the biggest consumer of music. And so differently, back like let's say 15 years ago, if somebody wanted to become an artist, distribution would be a problem, or getting your CDs pressed could be an issue, because there were certain outlets that were only open for record labels and businesses. And now, because the internet has changed that, and the way music has changed is so accessible, the analytic part of it now, that 5 years ago was only open to record labels. Only record labels could see the analytics. Even if an artist did put their music out, you didn't have access to that. But now artists have access to it now. So it helps you to get better. It's kind of like if you wanted to be an athlete like 20 years ago, at the end of the day, you know, you have to actually have a doctor with you to hook you up to these machines to see your heart rate, to do this, to see how you're really progressing. But now you got a watch on that kind of shows you. And, you know, so right now the technology is taking it in a place where it's kind of brought it right front and center. You have people that are recording on their telephones.
Yes. Because I remember a few years ago, there were with the music. There was a movie industry. There was a film festival where some of the films represented at that festival, they were recorded on the phone. You're recording on the phone. So guys, we're gonna take a quick break for a second, and then we're gonna go to 7:30. Usually we go to 7, but you know, I would love to hear from you guys, and you just got here because of the crazy traffic. So we're going to go for a quick break, guys, and we're going to come back and to finish this wonderful interview because I'm also learning information from these two wonderful people, okay? So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. All right.
I just need it all or nothing. Cause if I got that, then I'll be straight. Baby, you're the best part of my day. Gotta see you. And the heart's all over the world tonight. Say the heart's all over the world tonight. Ooh, yeah. They need it, ooh. They need it. They gotta see it, ooh. And the heart's all over the world tonight. Heart's all over.
I promise I ain't gonna hold out, nigga. I'm gonna give it all to you, baby. Just word on. Bust it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
We've been together for a few years, shed a few tears, called each other nicknames like Sugar Plum and Pooh Bear. I'm always on the road, hurry up at home, always busy that, can't talk on the phone. I know you aggravated, walk around frustrated, patience getting short, how longer can you tolerate it? Listen, mom, I'm just motivated, I do this for us, stuck on the grind, trying to elevate it.
Hey, yo, to really be honest, you stuck with me through my whole struggle, can't even express the words how much the kid loves you. I'ma stand as a man, never above you. I could tell that you different from most. Slightly approach you in the ill shit about it. We don't sex every day, but when we sex, we tease in a passionate way. Love the way you touch it, those little elaborate ways. At the guard, feeling released to relax for the day. It's on you, ma.
You give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
Shh, mommy, listen. I feel your love for me, baby, and how it moved through you. I've been longing for the moment to talk the truth to you. Listen, I'm never home, I always get up and go. Putting you through the unnecessary rigmarole. I never meant to put 1,000 pounds of stress on your head. I love the way you speak and how we always cuddle in bed. Baby, I stay embracing your patience, shedding your tears with me. I ask you, my mommy, please continue to bear with
We
me.
started out broke, constantly on the road, cutting up in the streets like we would never get old. Went from Lucy's and buses and 50-cent sodas and Novas to Hondas to Lexus to Rovers. Mad years past, still got each other back. Word is born, never screw none of these industry cats. Boy, we like Skull and Molder, walking shoulder to shoulder, milking this game, watching our seeds getting older.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Noticing real hip-hop, reggae, and R&B worldwide. www.streaminghubbradio.com.
Yes, you know I'll die for you. And you know I'll ride with you. I will always try with you.
I'm telling you, you're on your grass. I'm telling you, from one fit to the next one, still carrying on. Give me music and liquor, still betting on. Once there is woman so calm. The session bound to turn over. Money pull up.
All right, guys, welcome back. to the Raw Blaze Show. We're here for our final section of the interview. We're here with Monty, and we're also here with Spiky. That's a rhyme, Monty Spiky. That's a good name. That's like a good. That's a Monty Spiky or Spiky Monty. And we're talking about music. We're talking about music distribution, developing artists. A lot of the important questions I see some of you guys are asking here, and you're taking notes. That's very good, because we do things sometimes without having the knowledge, of doing them. But it's good we have people here doing this. Oh, you how long have you been? Have you guys been in music the same amount of time? How long have you been in the industry?
Monty's a
legend, man. You see him look like a legend. He's
a legend.
I've been in the music industry for a while. I've done music. I've been an artist for years.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been.
You're artist yourself?
Yes.
So maybe know your song, the man.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe.
You are being way too shy.
But yeah, I've done music. I've been in music all of my life. I've done production for the majority of my life. And then moving here to the U.S., I worked with a lot of U.S. artists. I worked for Flo Rida for about 8 years. When I was executive A&R of his record label, IMG Strong Arm. And so working there, working a lot of the projects there, you get a better feel for the industry. Me and Spiky started to work on the publishing end of things in those times and in those years. And, just learning and developing as you continue to grow. But I've been in the music industry for over 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Now, as an artist and an executive.
Okay, and what do you believe that, because once you're an artist, you can able to bring some of that knowledge over to the management side, right?
Yes. So understanding what it takes, and then in the Caribbean is a little bit different from in the US. You know what I'm saying? It's like we put more into the development of an artist. By the time an artist actually makes it, they're ready.
On the mainstream, they're ready.
Right.
Yes.
And so here in the US, you get a hit song, that means you're ready. Where we're from, you kind of do the work before you even get a hit song.
Oh, Lord, yes,
right.
yes.
And so I come from an era where you got to have lyrics. You got to be able to run the dance. You got to be able to, you understand what I'm saying?
And you better can perform good at others. They will boo you off.
Exactly. So even before you have a hit song, you got to be able to perform and win over an audience. So we come from that school. So helping an artist to understand developing yourself is the key to longevity in the music industry.
Wow. I was asking Spiky if she could sing or rap or anything. She said she said no.
She can't say no. She's never tried.
She never tried.
She's never tried. Maybe she could.
Okay.
And you wanted to give me something else?
You always say you have too many things doing right now. What is there an ideal artist? What is the number one characteristic of someone who you think can make it in music? What are some of the characteristics that artists need?
A bigger drive than me. Wanting more for themselves than I wanted for them.
Yes, that's a good thing.
That's a really good thing. And just focused and patient, and just stay for their goal and don't give up, and really just be able to be open to constructive criticism and growing and changing and developing, and not want to just stay where you are.
I say
same things in life, right?
All those things that she named, and I want to add one key thing to that: an artist that listens. An artist that listens, I think, makes it further, because talent becomes relative depending on who's listening. It's like the size of this room. If we put a mouse in here, this room is big. We put an elephant in here, the room's small.
Yes.
And talent is just like that, depending on who's listening. There's a lot of people that you may hear in the radio and you feel like, this guy's not even great, but he's making millions of dollars and he's, a celebrity. So that's a clear indication that it's not so much about talent or what we think is about talent. Sometimes those guys that are not as talented, they listen the most.
Yes.
And the guys that feel that they're super talented, they tend to believe more in their talent, and they feel a little bit more obligated to become successful, so they listen a little bit less, and then they end up not really getting there. So I've had success with artists that listen more at the end of the day to people that are more experienced. Not just listening to any and everybody, but people that are more experienced. I've seen those artists have more success, whether they're talented or not.
Wow. And I'm also assuming that if someone, if I'm going to be an artist, I was reading, when I was reading your bio earlier on, you have to believe in what you have to believe in what you have to be convincing in the lyrics you're singing. Like if you don't believe in what you're saying, right? They're not gonna come off. So tell me about branding. How important it is for artists, for example, to align themselves along with the brands that they want to attract. Either if you can.
Brand. I mean, that's the thing. That's what I try to explain to them. What you put out of yourself and the brand that you're beginning to create or the image that you're beginning to show is gonna then attract that type of customer that wants to pay you to promote. So where do you want to be? What do you want to always smoke weed? And we all love to do that, but do you want to put that in your brand? Because now you're just removing that many more people that will associate themselves with you. So I mean, that's one thing that I would say, and I know you have a few things that probably to add.
Yeah, and just going along with what she's saying, I think something you mentioned, brand alignment is definitely the key. You as an artist, you kind of want to identify who you are as a person and want your brand to be in line with that. So let's take somebody like, let's say Snoop Dogg. He's aligned himself with his lifestyle.
Yes.
And a lot of the endorsements that he's had over the years has become successful because it's a part of who he is. So it's easier to sell. And it's what I'm saying. Let's take somebody like A$AP Rocky, for instance. When he became known as an artist, he immediately aligned himself in fashion. Because that's who he was and that's what he was about. And that doesn't seem foreign. It doesn't seem like he's trying to be a square peg in a round hole. So you want to align yourself with that. This is who I am. You understand what I'm saying? So if you see a Bob Marley endorsement that's selling a tea, a natural tea, then you say, well, that's aligned with
it makes sense.
Bob Marley. You understand what I'm saying? If you see him with some grabber leaf or something like that, or Bob Marley, then that's kind of aligned with who he is. And that becomes easier to sell. Why? Because the fans of who you are gonna kind of, go from that. And I know that Steve Stout a long time ago that did a lot of the branding for Def Jam with the artists when Jay-Z and those, they had their deals, and 50 Cent, he was instrumental when they got their shoe deals and stuff like that. He wanted to align them with brand representation that kind of went with their identity and who they were. He felt that we want to put Jay-Z in a sneaker that says it's a little bit more classy, and 50 Cent that's a little bit more street, that looks a little bit more. And sometimes aligning your brand can help bring you great success.
Okay. Producer send me some information right here. Let me read it right here. But so what final question? What would you like to tell prospective artists or someone who's trying to get into music or trying to get a representation per se?
Stay focused and really use all the platforms that are available to put your music on and build fan bases. Reverb Nation is a great platform. Number One Music is a great platform. You're never too big to have your name and your songs out there when people Google. You want to start to just really don't say no to anything. Build these different platforms and build some awareness, with Google search and, have your things come up on search engines. And you only do that by putting yourself everywhere else. That's the way to do it, free with time. And then, watch it grow from there and take different steps, and always read contracts and never sign anything without an attorney.
Oh, that's key.
That would be my thing.
Wow.
That's key.
What about you? What about you, sir?
I would tell every artist at the end of the day, invest in yourself. Believe in yourself more than you want others to believe in you.
Okay.
Repeat
that one for them.
Believe in yourself more than you want others to believe in you. Because some artists, they say, hey man, I'm the best. If you invest in me, then you gonna be a millionaire. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna make you rich. Like at the end of the day, you put that investment for it. Let's see you believe in that first and make me a believer at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, and going along with everything else she said, added to that.
Okay, and I've one final question for you guys. So it's about Afrobeats, right? So Billboard creates the US chart for Afrobeats songs after ditching reggae song chart. So there's a lot of debate on how Afrobeat became very popular now, and a lot of people who used to listen to dancehall per se are slightly moving over to Afrobeat because it's like the same thing, but Afrobeat has less of the aggression per se,
right?
And that. What do you guys think about this? I know I put you on the spot. What do you think about Afrobeat dance?
I think the same thing about it that I think about reggaeton. These musics and forms, of course, were influenced by reggae music, and I think it's good in a sense. Yes. But I also think for other forms of music to be able to capitalize off of a sound that was originated somewhere else, and I think it has more to do like what you said in terms of the aggression that can be associated, and then the cultural form of where the music is rooted. There are certain things that's become less popular in terms of the ideology that's in reggae music and the principles that go along with it that the rest of the world does not subscribe to. So that's going to help it to take the lead. And then creatively, I think the Afrobeat market, just because of where the market is, it's a big market. It's a huge market. Huge,
yes. And remember technology now. They're getting the internet. They're getting all the platforms. Because all those licensing from the telephone companies are all being negotiated with Spotify for this. It's all crazy stuff going on.
Right.
So that's a big thing. So technology opening it up.
They've taken the lead in that area, and I think also having an institution that they've brought in people, then the major record labels have been able to come there, and even the European labels have been able to come there and kind of use the structure of the US labels. And in the islands a little bit different. They have the gatekeepers, and the US labels have not really been able to get a handle on controlling the market and centralizing it in Jamaica but as the central hub. You understand what I'm saying? But they've been able to do it in the Spanish market, and they've been able to also do it now in the Afro. Yeah, and so that's going to make it more lucrative, make it more commercial.
Okay. Wow. Any final words on that?
It was wonderful being here today and talking to you.
No, it was great for you guys. It was great for you guys to come. I learned. A matter of fact, I was writing here, but I was writing in my mind, and my guests here were also writing, asking questions. And whenever you guys are around, if you have any new projects coming up, please let this be your first stop. I'm here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, but we're always here.
Good one coming up soon, right, Monty? We'll be back.
Next time, Monty can come on a day when there's no so much traffic,
Yes, I apologize for my tardiness.
I'll send a car for him.
You're good. Send a car for him. Send a car for him, guys. So, guys, we're here with Monty and Spiky here. Where can you be reached? Where can you guys be reached on social media or wherever?
Well, my social media, the company social media is royalty_respect_management, and my social media is Monty G LOJMG, and I could be reached there.
Okay.
Same thing, Instagram at Spiky, SPIKY. I'm in. I am IN.
Okay, and of course, I'm going to take a picture with them, guys, and then under that picture, I'll put their tags here so you can reach out to them. This was the Raul Blaze Show here on Streaming Hub Radio. I want to thank everyone who tuned in from on the app, on Spotify, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, on all the places we go live. Apple Podcasts, Podbeam. If I forgot you guys, don't cuss me off, please. I have a lot on my mind, okay? So thank you so much, David from DC said a good interview. And St. Vincent, UK, we have everyone listening, so thank you guys so much. Tomorrow is the final show of the week for me, and it's Bellyful Thursdays where I enjoy some food. They watch me eat food. So if you guys want to come here on a Thursday, please let me know. It's with the food, so you can come. I'm gonna show you the room over there, so we can chill and eat. Okay, so you guys will watch me eat tomorrow. Okay, it's Bellyful Thursdays. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, take care, guys.
Student doctor, sons on the front line, knowing they don't get to run. Let's go, doctor.